Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play World Waves 2 as Germany, episode number 78. Hopefully, we'll end this series around episode 80. Certainly is going to be my longest series of all time, absolutely, but, with a little bit of luck, we'll end this war quickly. I was thinking about going back to prize rules so we don't start a war with Japan. It's actually a debatable decision, and the reason why is because we probably will defeat the French via massive blockade if we just stick it out. That said, we have 353 ships. Holy cow. We have enough ships that let's send some ships down to help out with this blockade. Our Blukers are short range. They'll stay. You know, the Feuerdrachers might be a good choice. Sternbringer's also a good choice. Or we could try to get our new battleships involved. I think... What has the worst air defense? Because we can send our best... We can keep our best air defense here. Where are you guys? Oh, we actually have a whole bunch in southern Africa we could just move up. And what do the French even have there? They have a battle cruiser. Okay, well, let's bring the big boys then. Feuerdrachers it is, because they have 16 4-inch guns. It's not that much. They are probably the worst then in terms of... let's just send 3. They probably are the worst in terms of our air defense ships. So let's send them down to West Africa. Let's give them a couple of escorts as well. I think Stachelschweins... I'm really a fan of the Valkyries now that I realize how good they are as far as anti-aircraft goes. So let's actually send a couple of Stachelschweins. They're not actually my favorite. Between the two, I actually prefer the Valkyrie, but I'm just going to try to keep our ships alive. Let's see, who do we have in Northern Europe besides... So, I guess it's just all these guys. And what else? Oh, the Balkanhives are in Southern Africa. Let's move them over to West Africa. I don't know. I'm not... I don't know why I'm... Oh my gosh. It's funny because Norway, and why? I don't understand. I feel like there's an advantage against the player. It shouldn't be that way, but... we'll keep fighting. Oh, whatever. Okay, well, that works. We'll just take it back. And we can take something else. Well, we can finally get into the Mediterranean if we want. It's more places to put our foreign tonnage. I'm not interested. Let's take Madagascar. And, oh, well, we can't take all of them. Let's take Angola back, and let's take Annam. That would be really nice. Or New Caledonia, which is in South Pacific. No, I mean, Southeast Asia is a really good one, so not that it really matters, but... no to all good. I think we're all set then. Budget's going to be a little bit of an issue. One sec. So, let's see what's going on. I think that once we put all of our people on mothball or reserve fleet or whatever, we should be fine. However, this is like, I almost feel like, well, what do we have left to do in this series? Roleplay-wise, we have Torturpitz's senior's retirement, and what's going to happen now is there's going to be a development of unrest, and eventually it's going to lead to civil war. That's my plan. I think a lot of people already sensed it. We have this Hitler stuff going on. We have a vacancy in the head of the Naval, which has already been filled. We can say, in fact, that it has been filled by Torturpitz Jr. He was eventually given the position. But there's still a lot of lingering unrest. Now, first order of business, despite the fact that we have no money, is going to be to design, in Torturpitz Jr.'s first action... In fact, we can even say that Torturpitz Sr., maybe he passes away. But even if he doesn't, the Navy wants to show their respect for him. By the way, we need to make sure that our areas are good. So, way overdoing it on West Africa, Indian Ocean's over, Southeast Asia is okay. The Caribbean is the only place we need extra ships, and Southern Africa doesn't need any. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this one by one. This is gonna be a little bit annoying. Honestly, we don't yet have the ability to put our aircraft. Oh no. We don't quite have the ability to put our aircraft. So, you know what? I'm just going to start disbanding everything but the aircraft carrier ones. So, what to talk about? Oh, yeah, no, I can talk about... no, maybe the naval stations are fine. I can talk about this role-playing stuff. So, with the unrest in the Navy... with the Kaiser, he's like, so although Torpedo Jr. was appointed, the Kaiser has second thoughts about him because maybe he doesn't support the Kaiser in this, it's a well beyond the time frame, 1940, that a major nation, a progressive nation, I mean, at least somewhat progressive nation such as Germany, should have, what are they considered? Is it a constitutional monarchy? I don't really know. They do have the Reichstag, so it's not completely fair to say that they're just like only monarchy. They do have like this government or like a voting body, but it's from an elite. It's an elite group. So there's really pressure for reform, and Torpedo Jr., he supports that. He's going to be put him on the wrong side of the new Kaiser, who's a little bit more egotistical even than his father. And maybe even, we would say, a little more devious. Perhaps a little bit more clever. I don't think, frankly, that... Oops. I don't think, frankly, that Kaiser Wilhelm II was very clever. Oh god, it takes so long, but we're going to save so much money. We're down to only negative 2,000 now. This is before I've even put everyone on reserve. We're going to mothball a lot of people too. Whoops. I thought we actually had more... Like, so on the Graf Zeppelin, we only have one group of dive bombers? This doesn't make sense. No, we definitely... What? Graf Zeppelin has all this. Oh, wow. We even have some flying boats in reserve. I think I accidentally hit move to reserve on one of these guys. Anyway, there's no... So we'll just right-click down here. Disband. I don't think I would do this if we were actually going to continue playing the game, or maybe I would. This is one of those things I should do off camera. Now let's continue to build up the intrigue, the role-playing, because I need something to talk about while we're doing all this disbanding. Oh, I wasn't going to do it for naval air stations, but I guess we did, so whatever. We'll just do it. Saves us a little bit of extra money. Oh, okay, so some of them are still intact. That's fine. We'll leave those. We're positive, and now we need to move... Pretty much I want to move everyone home except for those who absolutely have to be there. Southern Africa, so we need one of these to move to the Caribbean. Let's get you to be foreign station, but then where do we actually need to move you? I think we're actually okay everywhere. Oh, Northeast Asia. We need somebody in Northeast Asia. Okay. Actually, you know what? These Hohenzollerns are... They're done for. I'm actually just going to scrap them. Not even going to think twice about it. Which means we're going to have to get some more people out to various places, but... The Slicktings will be definitely our first line of... So they get to the Caribbean... I mean, the Slicktings will all be on foreign station. They're pretty old, but I think they'll actually still hold up well for themselves, especially now that they have dual purpose 6-inch guns. That's nice. Yeah, I mean I know they're not that quick, but they're not meant to operate in the active theaters like Europe. Well, we have our Rhineland, and honestly, we never made a new carrier, but our carriers were so good we didn't really need to. Alright, let's see how our area overview is. Okay, so West Africa, I don't think it's like that anymore. I don't think this is updated. No, maybe it did. Northeast Asia is down to 7. It's called 8,000. Excuse me. So let's get the Bratwurstels to Foreign Station as well. They're only 300 tons. Never mind. Not even worth doing. The Bockenheims, these can go to Foreign Station. And West Africa, if I'm not mistaken, was over. Yeah, hugely. 70,000. Oh, yeah, that's right, because we did move the Feuerdrackers down there. We'll want them to get right back up. I think I moved the Von Teufel ship. But she was, I think, in repairs, so she didn't actually go anywhere. Okay. It says we're okay on foreign tonnage, so I'm just going to wait. And control all, reserve fleet. Yep, that's a lot of things that can't quite go there yet, but eventually. So West Africa has a requirement of 7,000. Oh, that's right. We moved some of the Stoschel swine down there. Well, it's hard to say that these are still better off in foreign stations. I think that they are still better off in Europe. Okay, so West Africa, Caribbean, Northern Europe. Okay, let's get all the Kyffhausers out of here, because they're very good for foreign stations, as are the Adlers. And yeah, actually these shouldn't be here either. So let's move this to Northeast Asia, I think. We have some people who need to be moved there. And we also have Southeast Asia is fine. The Caribbean. So we need to go to the Caribbean. So with the rest of these guys, let's move to the Caribbean. Bomben torpedo. Near misses from glide bombing have a chance of being converted to torpedo hits. Our new torpedo bomber is ready for service. Are we researching something right now? I mean, let's get a better... Yikes, Floatplane Scout is 10 years old. So this torpedo bomber is just better in every way, I believe. Yeah. Definitely. So we'll obsolete the old one. Could look for a new medium bomber. It's not that old though. Flying boat. Okay, let's just do a Floatplane Scout because I feel like we haven't gotten a new one yet. Let's put reliability first and range second. So I do like the good reliability. Okay. We got a lot of money. That's good because I want to design a new ship very soon. We'll say no. We're going to upgrade these all at once. ASW torpedoes. That's good. Sudden tensions with Russia. Oh yeah, the rebellion in Egypt is still... protest against high arm expenditures. How appropriate! So it looks like Kaiser Wilhelm is pushing things. Kaiser Wilhelm III now. He's pushing his militaristic agenda. And even Admiral Torturpitz is actually awash in money and says that we don't actually need this much. We're doing well. Give back to the people. Reform the government. And look at, by the way, look how well Germany has done for herself. So, would this actually be the last episode? I can't imagine. But maybe. Tell you what, I'm going to keep this as a pretty short one. We're going to stop at like 30 minutes. Just so it'll buy me time to figure out what I want to do for the exact last episode. We're going to advance time, and mainly what I want to do is design that ship. Okay, the steel industry wants a strong navy. They want you to help convince the Kaiser to increase naval expenditure. The navy is not a tool for their profits. It's a new voice. Torpedo Jr. Okay. Air groups. It's pretty cool. Good veteran. All the ones on carriers that have been shot down 1,000,000 times are all just fair. We don't really need any more research, too. I think that we're fine on that. But it's part of Torpedo Jr.'s... I think that he would prefer that still. We're going to make the switch to oxygen-fueled torpedoes. We want the increased effectiveness. And we are going to move to floatplane search priority as well. We'll see how it works. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. The government has decided to grant independence to Haiti? What? Huh. Well, tensions with Russia are rapidly increasing. Wait. They gave up Tortuga! Alright, Tortuga is in active revolt at this point. Should we wait the additional 4 months? It couldn't have happened more perfectly. The game is like setting me up. Kind of crazy how that happened. It's like I don't have to do anything. Let's keep our intel efforts up against the British. We're not really worried about them, but we just want to make sure that if they get new technology, we know about it. Look at this. Germany's really expanded. When the government's not busy giving away our stuff. Only 50 aircraft on this new aircraft carrier. Yeah, not that impressive. Okay, an improved fighter. This is actually pretty cool. In what way though? Oh, 1 firepower. I think that's it. Oh, slightly heavy bomb load. Okay, well actually I've heard people say that glide bomb attacks are pretty effective. I've also heard people say that they aren't effective at all. Let me take a look at the area overview. Too many people in West Africa still. Otherwise, we've just about done it. A few more to Northeast Asia. And a couple more to the Caribbean. Literally just like a destroyer. Main thing is take people out of West Africa. And I think that's because I have the Stoschel swines there. Wait, no. Who's still in West Africa? Okay, we want everyone to go to reserve fleet who can. That's saving us even more money. And then we'll have you come back home. How's Southeast Asia? Actually, maybe not. You will stay there. Okay, but West Africa's over the necessary amount. Who else is in West Africa? All these others. Okay, let's kick these guys out. Let's send them to different places. One goes to Northeast Asia, because I think we only need one more there. Okay, that'll solve that one. And one more needs to go to the Caribbean. And then we're good. So we'll send 2 more to Northeast Asia, because it was pretty close. And then 1 to the Caribbean. I think with the Caribbean it was like 300 away or something like that. Yeah, we're just about there. And then we'll just put a stop to everyone doing their foreign station stuff. Our carriers can be just absolutely huge now. We might be able to build a new carrier design and a new battleship. Okay, and now it's time for this group here. And this, whoa. This group here to go to Mothball. Save us a little bit of extra money. These guys need a refit, which we'll just do right now. Actually, everyone needs a refit, come to think of it. So how much space does that take? It frees up space. Huh. Who would have thought? Oh, wow. Wait. Yeah, it frees up space. Okay, well, we'll get more medium guns. Perfect. Yep. Okay, save. The most powerful ship in the world. Probably these are the most powerful ships in the world. Only 8 17-inch guns, so from that aspect, you would actually say the Sternbringers might be better. But they fire more guns forward than the other ones, and they're, I think, more heavily armed. 42,000. These were pretty big, right? 44,500. Not too bad. And 2 more months before we can build the next thing. In fact, we can design a new carrier right now. This is what Torturpitz Jr. would likely do as his first action. Besides, obviously we do need to do the refits. So we'll refit the Blucher as well. We'll just start doing all these. Electro-optical. And with any tonnage remaining, how much would this be? Yeah, way too much. Just give them a few more guns. I think that's going to be useful. Yeah. They do have 6-inch dual-purpose guns, which is good. They're still using coal firing. That's okay. Blucher is really not meant to be anything but that simple. And again, the foil jackers, which are debatably should be scrapped. I'm going to keep them around just because we have the money to do it, and they're going to serve a purpose. It's kind of a tough decision, actually. Anyway, I'm just thinking in the future. Oh. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I think I had a power surge and it actually flickered my monitor. I heard my speakers chirp. I was nervous that the recording would be dropped and it would all be wasted. What will we do with this group? Well, I think we just throw on one more medium gun. I think so, even at the cost of 1 light. Okay, let's save that. And we'll wait on the Sternbringers just because I want some ships in Northern Europe. So, the rebellion in Egypt has been going on for a long time. Reduces missile hit chances on ships. Well, I don't know if that's going to be that relevant. Faldens are in Northern Europe, and we have 19 of them. We probably need some more destroyers. The Sudslifas are in the Caribbean. How do they stack up? They're 6 4-inch guns, and these are 8 4-inch guns. They're actually bigger ships, too. 35 knots versus 35 knots. They are basically the same ship, except for the Donnervalden has 2 extra guns. Okay, so I think we're covered on everything right now. No. We don't have the tonnage requirement for Northeast Asia? Are those guys still traveling there? My gosh, they are. It's going to take them 2 more turns. That's a long time to get there. Okay. Because I do want to turn the... Okay, rebels and defeated... Egypt has declared independence. Well, we know all about that. Okay, new CV Victorious. 22,000 tons. 60 aircraft. Now we're talking. Now, I mentioned that... I mean, I already skipped through it. What? A monthly balance. Oh, that's because we're doing all the refits. That's fine. We need 1 more turn before this is settled. Caribbean is good. South Pacific has maybe too many. So let's look who's in the South Pacific. Can possibly pull some of those people back. But if it's just these corvettes, I don't care. I mean, we'll move them over to other places so we can relieve some of our destroyers. West Africa has that one. Are we still over? Yeah, by a fair amount. Okay, let's sort by location. I really don't like sorting by location, but this is going to be the most helpful for actually figuring out who's what. So we're 3,000 over in the Indian Ocean, and that's only corvettes. We'll probably shift a couple of them over then. What was that? How much over? 3,000. I don't know why this view keeps resetting. 3,000. Okay, so we can move one of our Kiffhausers off. Move it over to the Caribbean. Okay. Next, let's look at the West Africa. So we have some Bockenheims here. We also have some of these Adlers. I think. Let's move 2 of each. Well, I don't know if we can... Let's just move 2 for now to the Caribbean. And... Again, I don't know why this keeps moving, but 2 is probably enough. What was the over... Yeah. We can get another one, I guess. I know this is really not interesting, so do note that I am quite aware. Let's go design that thing, right? But I'm just trying to get all the ships back that I want with the role playing. Okay, I'll take care of the rest off camera. First things first, as I said, an aircraft carrier. We just want something, and I don't even have my... One second, I have to blink the screen. I don't even have my list of ship names pulled up. Do I have it? Oh, okay, so I think we're actually... There's only, like, one option, which it keeps appearing. It's the Peter Strasser. Either that or the Europa. These are the 2 options I have for some reason. They keep appearing at least. But I have the ship list over here as well. I thought I did. Hold on, I can do it this way. There we go. There we go. So that's what we want. The Clausewitz class aircraft carrier. I don't know why it didn't pull that up. Huh. I think it's because I didn't hit this yet. And now let's go with... No, it really doesn't like it. Mackinson? Those aren't even names I have in here. Okay, but anyways, this is the Clausewitz class. You see, it's funny. It recommends 23,000 to us. I think we'll go slightly Let's go up to 26,000, maybe even 28,000, and see what we can get out of here. 5 dual-purpose guns, lots of ammunition. I like the 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I like those positions. Those are fine. Dual-purpose, obviously. Secondaries, no, because these are our dual-purpose guns. So the secondaries that we are going to use are basically this. Lots of guns. Definitely lots of guns. Okay, so let's use magazine box. No, that doesn't make sense. Let's drop this belt down to 2. 2.5 to, yeah, let's do 2.5. 2 stop splinters. Yeah, so let's do 2 and 2.5, just the minimum. Armor is not really the way we want to go. Torpedo defense, you gotta be crazy. Absolutely, we want torpedo defense 4. Now the big thing is going to be going over here and finding out how many aircraft. Yeah, this is only 77. So that's the reason why I guess we were making them bigger. Simply for the aircraft capacity. I'm okay with 90, by the way. We'll do all these things as well. I don't think that they're effective yet. By the way, I don't even know if we've researched there was bugs in the research, and I think we encountered one. We never even got the research for catapults, as far as I know. So if we drop the speed, we'll probably be able to get to... It's not bad. By the way, I guess we have extra space now. Not that much, though. Okay. Well, I think that this is what we are happy with, then. I'm really not afraid to drop down the speed to 29 even. Get 3 more. 4 more. Only 53. Well, let's leave it here. 98 aircraft. It's right in line with how many I want to have. Yeah, I think this is fine. I guess we can just drop the tonnage to get rid of the extra 50. Although dropping the tonnage might affect the number of AA positions. No. Actually, the worst thing it does is... Okay, so we can drop this to 155 and we're okay. Alright, here's the Clausewitz class. Looks good to me. I think it's good. 99. Let's save. Okay, so we'll spend the budget on that. They're selling us submarines. We'll take it. Gradual improvement of armor quality. Well, it would have been nice to have that a couple months ago before we started our carrier, but that's fine. Not a big deal. The carriers obviously just shouldn't be hit anyway. That's what we're hoping. What next? So how's our area? Is that all that? I can do this off camera, but let's just see how close I'm getting. Southeast Asia needs to be relieved a little bit. We basically have it. Okay, good. Just want to make sure. We're almost there. Hey, they finished their reconstruction. Hooray! Welcome. Okay, the new prototypes. Let's see how much different they are. Man, that's just crazy. The max speed is much higher, but the cruise speed is not. And honestly, the range is not great. It's just insane how good this original Floatplane Scout was. 277. It's really not much better here either. I think Floatplane Scouts just peak, and they're just garbage after that. I still think it's worth choosing one of these, and this one's probably the best. Fastest max speed, fastest cruise speed, longest range. All these things are weird that it has the best out of all this stuff. Makes it a pretty clear candidate. Lowest thing it has is the maneuverability, but it's still better than our previous one. And it has the new bombs, so we'll choose the bottom one. Yeah, well, we can get a new dive bomber too. Dive bomber. Is bomb load even a question mark anymore? So we're getting one 1400 bomb. That's already very impressive. I don't think I'm going to go with bomb load. I think I'm going to go with, I want speed and reliability. Yeah, let's go with speed and reliability. See how that works. The Kaiser has returned from a state visit to Russia, bringing home a proposal to solve outstanding sources of tensions between our nations. What is your response when asked for advice? We can really roleplay this either way. We can either say that there's a reason why we shouldn't trust Russia, some reason. Or we can also say that this is a good chance. And I think let's promote understanding. Because we're still okay on a budget. And now I think we need to refit the next one. You guys are done. Stormringers haven't been done. Okay. Electro-optical. Yeah, good. 2 more lighter. Hey, we'll take it, you know? If we drop the torpedoes, by the way, which we haven't used too much, we could get more. We could get a lot more anti-aircraft. Even just decreasing the tubes is going to help. So I think we'll do that. Perfect. That's a little bit better. Just a little bit better defense. We all know the Stormringers are going to be sinking things mostly with their guns. They just use those torpedoes to finish off ships. But even then, it's not something we use very often, so. Okay, let's get these slicktings to go. These are really the foreign station people. Who is on foreign station requirement? Yeah, 2 slicktings and the Bockenheims. Well, let's first of all get them in active duty because I think we have already satisfied all our requirements, which is great. As I said, I was slowly moving towards this. Southeast Asia has a few too many, as does Northeast Asia now. Holy cow. The heck? I think the slicktings just ended up there. So let's sort by class and then type again. So sort by type first and then class. Who is not in Northern Europe is really the question. We have a couple of slicktings, but all the main... Okay, they're all there, so you guys are fine away. Southeast Asia. Okay, let's send these guys... How many can we send to Southeast Asia? West Africa. Indian Ocean. Yeah, we can send 2, I guess. We're up 16. Okay, we're up 16. Not quite, but almost 16. Slicktings are... Yeah, perfect. We can send them both to Southeast Asia. We'll see how that goes from there. Okay, so the next thing we want is that we want the design to finish. Huh. We'll keep denouncing spies, though. Aircraft catapults on ships. Wow. Okay, so let's rework the design, see if there's anything we want to change. Here is 45 tons of just empty nothingness that... Why would that be there? We can do something with that, I'm pretty sure. Let's see this. I'm at 45. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'm at 38. So we can drop this down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 31. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So that helps a little bit. We can also pull up this to 4.5. I guess we can go up. Yeah, why don't we do that instead of dropping that? I'd rather just go up more rounds per gun. Perfect. Save. Should take another month. And then we'll build it. So this is good. Wow, 93 aircraft. 32,000 tons. They went with 34 knots. 6-inch dual-purpose guns. It's pretty impressive. Unexpected problems have delayed our new floatplane scout. Okay, so now let's go to the build screen. We're going to build 2 of them. The Clausewitz and... So that's not supposed to be the next one. I don't know if I have the wrong thing here, but the seedlets. I don't know how to say that. Okay. We got 2 in there. And now it's time to design a battleship. So we're going to have some fun with this episode in the end. And it's already been 40 minutes. No, actually, we don't want to change that type. Oh my gosh, 62,000. 70. So it's kind of a protest of the Kaiser and his extravagant spending. I think we should go with magazine box. 11. Incline belt. Wow. I want 17-inch guns. I want like big guns, but I think 17 inches are still better than 18-inch guns. And Torpedo Jr., just like his father, knows his father at least, would prefer better guns. Superimposed. I have to inline superimposed. So we're gonna go with like the extreme, the extreme. My favorite, 4334. I like it a lot. We're going with dual purpose auto. Oh, we have auto loaders. 5-inch, 24. Yeah, this is gonna be actually hard to do. Take this down to maybe 5 inches, 4.5. These go down to 2. Down to 30 knots. We can go up to 71,000. Torpedo Defense of 4. It's going to be hard to get this. I am asking for it to have kind of a ridiculous amount of guns. I think I'm going to go with symmetry. I'm going to go with all triple guns, which is still the most number of 17-inch guns we have. And honestly, I actually am going to disagree with myself. I'm going to go with the design which I feel like is the best, which is delete the rear one, and this is only 9 guns. I want to go to 12. So that's pretty cool. We didn't have to sacrifice magazine box, but I'm not sure I'm going to do magazine box, because that means that effectively all the magazine area is covered, which is great. But the belt and deck are halved everywhere else. That means we only have 10 inches of armor. And only 5 inches of deck, which, okay, 5 inches of deck is fine. But you can't go higher than 20 inches of belt. I think we will go down to like maybe 9. And then 7, like 7, nothing can penetrate 7 inches, right? 8, go 8, 16.5, 17. Oh my gosh, 17 and 8, that's fantastic. And we do want these turrets, in fact, I need to make sure that the turrets are, it's the most important part. We want to make sure that those are firing, that those are functional. Oh yeah, we can get rid of our tertiaries here. So we're getting dual purpose secondary guns, which I'm a big fan of that. Oh look, we actually have Floatplane scout launcher. Hooray! I like that. I'm completely okay with that. In fact, we'll probably even add a little flight deck for them. How elegant. How about 3 airplanes? We had a little bit of space left for them. Conning tower will take down a little bit. Whoops, wrong way. To 13, lucky number 13. So that we can get... Nope, no extra floatplane for you. Sorry, this is just how it had to be. I wanted the extra ammunition. I really wanted it. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. Oh, we do have... Okay, so the extra is all going here. And then probably... Oh, this definitely. Okay. That is a lot of anti-aircraft. I think that's not even counting the massive amount of anti-aircraft we have with our secondaries. This is going to be a behemoth. And... what the hell did I want to call this thing? Well, I really liked, by the way, the Des Kaiser's Diner, or Diener, the Emperor's Servant. So that we had, okay, so let me, the Emperor's Servant. It's truly what Torturpitz Sr. was. Although I don't know if it should probably be called the Torturpitz class. So this will be the second ship name. But it'll be the Grand Admiral Torturpitz. The thing is, if Torturpitz is in command, it's a little... It seems like it comes off egotistical. It's really naming it for his father, obviously, but... Wait, why don't we have... Is the autoloader only if we have 6-inch guns? No, I think that there was historically a problem with the 6-inch anti-aircraft dual-purpose autoloaders, so we won't do that. And... I mean, everything looks good. So we'll call this the Torturpitz class. We'll call it the Torturpitz class. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I didn't want flight deck. Sorry, I wanted seaplane hangar. Wait, what? That is what I wanted. So the flight deck is just my own mistake. I was thinking seaplane hangar. You don't need that. It's very expensive. So that's actually good news. We have a little bit of extra here that we can put towards 5, 6, and then perfect. That's even better. This thing is like invincible. Not really, but that's a lot of anti-aircraft. Okay, so let's save it as is. Yes. And there she is under study. So I'm going to call this video to a close here. We will build the Grand Admiral Torturpitz and the Des Kaiser's Diener. Diener? I don't know how to say it, but the Emperor's Servant is what it translates to, which is, I think, fitting. So, until the next episode, where we will conclude the series, so it'll be the finale. I better make sure I get a name list out then, so people can start adding a name for the next series. We won't be doing ship names for the cooperative series, the collaborative with THG and XTRG, just because obviously their fans would feel bad if we were naming ships. So we're probably not going to do that, but I'll talk with them and make sure that that's the case. So for now, thanks for watching, and until the next episode, take care.